In this video, we are going to study about CRO. So, CRO means cathode ray oscilloscope. So, what is a CRO? A cathode ray oscilloscope is an instrument which is used to display, measure, and analyze various waveforms of electrical circuits. That is, it is used to measure and display the waveforms. So, the aim of this experiment is to study the blockwise construction of cathode ray oscilloscope. So, this is what the CRT tube, which is cathode ray tube. Actually, this is called as the heart of CRO. Now, let's see what are the parts that is being present in CRT. So, from left to right, first thing you're having is pins, then base. So after that, you're having cathode, grid, pre-accelerating anode, focusing anode, accelerating anode, and top at the top you're having the electron gun. That is the total part from pre-accelerating anode, the heater set, that to the focusing anode. Till that you call it as electron gun. And next you're having vertical deflection plate and horizontal deflection plate. After that you're having password screen. So this is what the parts that is being present in CRT. Now let's see each part in brief. So the major parts of CRT were electron gun, deflection plate system, fluorescent screen, glass envelope, and base. So electron gun, actually it is the source of accelerated, energized, and focused beam of electrons. So it is the source of electron. So deflection plate system. So once the electron ray which leaves the electron gun, so this will pass through the two sets of deflecting plate. One is vertical and second is horizontal deflection plate. So next is fluorescent screen. Actually in the CRT, the front face is also known as face plate. So the inner face of the face plate is covered by phosphor crystal. So once an electron ray hits this phosphor crystal, light is generated. So this is what the function, this is how fluorescence emits from the uh, outer side, right? So that is through the outer screen, right? So next, glass envelope. Actually it is an extremely evacuated and in conical form of construction, and the surface of the coating is connected electrically towards the accelerating anode to help the electron to be the center. So next, we had base. Actually that is it provides support. So this is what the front control panel of CRO. Exactly, the CRO's front control panel looks like this. So actually in this we have seen it is marked in different numbers. Now we are going to see exactly what is being present in that particular number. So first thing is at 1, so at position 1 we are having power on off switch. So as we know, what is the purpose of power on off switch? Just to turn on and off the CRO, you can use this. So next thing is you're having a time division. So it is a switch. So it is used for TB speed control. So next thing is you're having trigger input. So for external trigger signal, for providing external trigger signal, you can use this. And next, volts for volts bar division. Actually, so it is for sensitivity selection of a channel 1 and 2. Actually, we'll have two channels in CRO. For sensitivity selection you can use this. Next, DC to AC ground. Actually, the switch provided for input coupling is this DC to AC ground. Next, component tester. Actually, the switch when pressed converts the scope into component tester mode. So that is the purpose of component tester. And seventh one is CT. The input and ground terminals can be used for CT. Okay, so next thing is controls on PCB. So previously we have seen the front panel, what are the things that is being present. Now we are going to see the controls on PCB, right? So what are the controls that is being present? Actually again it is numbered. So let's see from 1 to the last number, that is I think it is 16. So let's see what is the purpose of this parts. Okay, so first one, you'll have intensity. So the purpose of intensity that we'll know, right? So it is used to control the brightness. So it is going to display something, so definitely we are in need to control the brightness of the screen. So for this purpose you are using it. And next, focus, it controls the sharpness And trace rotation. So the purpose of trace rotation is that it controls the horizontal alignment of the trace, right? So for horizontal alignment, you are using this trace rotation. Next, X position. So it controls the horizontal position. So again, Y position. So if X controls horizontal position, then obviously Y is used to control the vertical position of the trace. Again, XY. So when pressed, it cuts off the internal TB and connects external horizontal signal, right? So for connecting external horizontal signal via the second channel, that is channel 2, you can use this XY. Next, X5. Actually, when pressed, it gives 5 times magnification. For magnifying it, you can use this X5. Next, you are having external. So when pressed, it allows the external trigger. Okay. So after that, you are having TV. So when you are pressing this button, it allows the TV frame to be synchronized. Next, after that, you are having CAL variable. So actually, when you press the CAL variable button, so it controls the time speed in between the steps. Okay. So after that, auto bar norm. So in 80, gives display of trace and auto trigger. So when pressed, it becomes normal and gives variable level trigger. So this is the purpose of this. And next, level. So it controls the trigger level from positive peak to negative peak. So next, after that, you're having 13 plus or minus a number. It selects the slope of the triggering. So that is what its purpose. So this is actually uh, used to select the slope, right? So next, trigger 1 bar 2. So next, when out triggers ch1, and when pressed triggers ch2, right? So next thing is, that is when out triggers ch1, and when pressed uh, triggers ch2. So that is, you are going to use any one channel by means of using this, which one you are using. So that, for that, right? Next is ch1 alt. When out selects ch1 and when pressed selects ch2. So when dual switch is also pressed, this selects alt or chop modes. So if you are using dual switch, then at that time you can use both, right? So for this purpose you are using it. Then after that, you're having mono or dual. So when out, it selects ch1 only. So when pressed, uh, when you're pressing this, you can be able to select both. So these are all the controls that is being present in the CRO. So if you want to perform these different functions, you can use these switches present over there, and you can perform the respective functions. So now let's see what are the advantages of using this CRO. So cost and timeline. And next, training requirements, consistency and quality, time efficiency, expertise and experience, capacity of problem solving, and hassle free. So these are all the advantages of CRO. And next, disadvantages in the sense, so these are expensive, right? So next, they are complicated to repair if it is damaged. Again, it needs complete isolation. After this, these are huge, heavy, and it uses definitely more power, and it a lot of control terminals is there. So these are all the disadvantage of CRO. Actually, this is also used to, as I said to you, this is used to measure the signals. So you'll use the boxes present at the display to see the to measure the signals. That is like a graph. So what we'll do in graph exactly, you have to do the same thing here also. You have, for measuring the readings, you have to do the same thing. So that's all with CRO. And let's finally we see what are the uses of CRO. So actually, in laboratory, it is used to display different types of waveforms. So this is the major use. After that, it can measure the short time interval. Then in voltmeter, it can measure the potential difference. So these are all the uses of CRO. So and that's all the experiment. Thank you.